Morning, it's Jason Sen from daytradeideas.com. It is the 27th of November. We're looking at a daily chart of the dollar yen. Just hovering up here the last 3 days as we approach this trend line. So yeah, we are getting held back by this trend line, which goes back to the beginning of August. Comes in around 101.80 today. What's the high so far? 101.73. So yep, struggling there again. Getting a bit overbought. Well, we're already overbought in the daily chart, really. So there is a risk that this continues to hold and we start to head lower into the end of the week. It's really only a close above Monday's high of 101.91 that we can be positive again and expect this decent bull run from October to continue. In the shorter term, just to give you an idea, we've got this sort of pattern going on. We have got good support. Very short-term support anyway, around the 190 area. I'm just going to, there you go, show you this hourly chart. This is an hourly chart I've just flicked to. I'm just going to put a trend line on here just to give you an idea of what's going on today. We have at least managed to break above there, so that is positive. That's a little trend line going back a couple of days, so it does look like we can at least challenge 101.80, 90 area, and as I say, it's only above 101.90 that I'd be positive on this market again. You can see the hourly charts also getting quite overbought there. Just flick back to the 4 hour. 4 hours a little bit more positive. Anyway, just watch that 101.80, 90 area. That'll determine where we go for the rest of the week, I think. This is a chart, the Aussie dollar daily chart. Well, it just looks weak, doesn't it? It's just been heading lower. We've broken good support here. This week we broke the 100-day moving average. We've broken decent 61.8% Fibonacci support at 92.11. So we're just hovering above the next Fibonacci support of 90.65. Just watch that carefully. We are a bit oversold, so we could continue to hover above there for the end of the week. But I certainly can't feel too confident about this. I'm not really looking for any major bounce. Short term, yeah, a little bit oversold again, and some slight divergence, but really I can't see any reason to be buying into this market right now. I think it's safer just to sit on hands, wait for a bounce and sell into that. The euro is a bit more interesting. Daily chart, the euro here, you can see this trend line which goes back to beginning of July. Well, we're testing it, we're really giving it a good going over this week, but we haven't convincingly managed to get through it, close above it, whatever you want to say. We spiked above it this morning. We got as far as, what was the high? 135.99, but we're still just hovering around the 135.75 area, so can't really get that positive unless I see a close at least tonight above the 135.75 area. Shorter term again, yeah, well, we've got a little trend line going back to the beginning of November here, and again that sort of comes in around the highs of today. So yeah, it will be important to get through 135.90, and it's really only a close above there that I could start feeling more positive about it. We then got to beat 136.27, which is a short-term Fibonacci resistance level. So watch those two areas today. Quick click onto the pound, see if that's telling us anything. Well, we're starting to get through that 2-year trend line. There's a 2-year trend line which comes in this week at 161.90 area, and we're just starting to push above that now, so it is looking more positive. Clearly the next hurdle is 162.60. That is the high for, I think, October. We get through 162.60, we can feel very positive about cable, about the pound versus the dollar again, and we can be looking at 163.80, I think, possibly fairly quickly. Before the end of this week, I don't know, but certainly next week is possible. Only really a weekly close there below 161.80 would be of any concern now, but it is starting to look like we can push higher on this, even though we're overbought on the, well, that's the shorter term chart. Sorry, that is the daily chart, isn't it? Yeah, shorter term, not too overbought, but as I always say, being overbought isn't a reason to sell it. So let's just see if we can get through that 162.60 area. That is going to be very important indeed today. Thanks very much. I'm Jason Sen from daytradeideas.com.